It's 5 o'clock and you're off the clock will be Scott. Today we have with us Will and Brook Fagan. They own Ricochet Outdoors, one of our dealers, and they have a lot going on, and thank you all for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Will comes by here all the time, in and out, getting boats, delivering boats. We're real good family friends with Will and have been for a long time. And today, I think we're going to talk about just the history of how we got started, talk about the ins and outs, the struggles, everything it took to get to where we are today. And before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, check out our race series on YouTube, and hit the notification bell so you can get up to date with our latest videos. I will. Let's get right into it. So I want to know where it originally started. Where did you guys meet?
River Trail.
Yeah, definitely River Trail. Will Fagan was a customer. He was a mudboat.
Yeah, he came in looking for a mudboat. Yep, I remember that.
A long time ago. How many years ago was it? 10 years?
It had to be.
12
River
years?
Trail was.
12? No.
Like,
further than
It
that.
had to be further than that.
2005, 2000.
No.
No, it was.
It'd have been 2002 or so.
I don't know.
It was long.
It was a long.
I know it was a long
ago.
time ago. So he was a customer for forever.
So you came in looking for a mudboat, and that's when you met Dad here. So you went in there and talked to Jim Stansel.
Yeah, the first one I bought was a lake sport.
Yeah.
That Jim, I think, was trying to do a slick bottom mud boat.
Yeah.
It was
Got
slippery.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Slide
definitely
over
slippery.
It was slippery all over the water,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I bought it and we put it was a small mud buddy, a smaller one on there. I took it to the lake and
What we run 18 miles an hour or something like
oh,
that?
dude, it wouldn't run. It wouldn't plane out. It wouldn't do anything. And I brought it back, and I was like, man, something's wrong with this boat. It won't run. And Jim's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can fix it, and we'll mess with it. And he goes and he said, hang on. He said, I don't remember if he needed to raise or lower the motor one, but this is the first time I'd been back into the factory.
Yeah.
And he turns around and, hey, Julio, go get my drill and whatever, And he comes pushing his cart over, and he's got a Chicago drill, and he's got wires running from out the bottom of this cordless drill and alligator clamp to a battery.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, Jim
Started
Stansel.
drilling.
Jim is one of a kind.
Oh, for sure.
He's like a MacGyver, though. He can make anything work.
Yeah, he's like one of those evil geniuses.
Yeah, he is. Actually, you guys experiences with Jim.
Oh, yeah.
You and Jim should go round and round, huh?
Super smart guy though.
Yeah.
I mean,
very smart.
almost as smart as they come.
Yeah. Your mama used to argue with him all the time.
I mean,
I
heck,
see
he had a dentist chair and did dental work in the back of the plant.
Yeah, he did all kinds of stuff back in the day. Jim's definitely a hoot to hang out with.
Oh,
That's funny.
We got a lot of duck hunting stories about Jim Stansel. But,
Absolutely. So at that time,
he's one of our good friends. Anyway.
At that time, you weren't associated, no boat business, none of the industry. What were you doing at the time?
I was still working for my dad at the bail bond company.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was a
bail
bondsman.
bondsman. I remember that.
Yeah.
Dude. I can see you doing that.
I can too.
I can see Will doing that.
Yeah.
Knocking.
Imagine Will kicking a door in. I mean, come on, let's go.
Take me back.
Take me to jail.
Take me back.
Take me to jail.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So moving through then, okay, so that's where y'all first met. When, after you got your boat set up and you're running your boat, when was the next connection that y'all got back together?
Man, we just
You're talking about me and Will?
Yeah,
No,
y'all stay in the loop?
after that it was
Well, we got hit by a tornado.
Oh, yeah.
We got hit by a tornado and wiped
that
us
was
out.
that was what 05, 06?
No, that was 08.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was 8 years old, so it was 08.
Yeah. We got hit by a tornado, and then I went to work for Will.
The oil field business,
That's
right? Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
And where were y'all out of whenever he went to work with y'all?
West
we
Virginia.
were working in West Virginia,
West Virginia?
and Ohio.
Yeah.
Doing the berms. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember doing the berms. I remember going out there the first time, So I called Will, like, man, I need a job, So he's like, come on with it. So I piled up in the truck, took off. I was scared shitless, So I drive all the way out there. I was driving with, who did I ride with? I rode with,
Wasn't that Mayor?
yeah, I think it was Mayor.
Oh my gosh!
I
it had to be a
remember.
long
So much
trip.
talking.
Yes,
Long trip.
I rode with Mayor, and I get out there, and and because there was actually a tornado, you know, we didn't have a job, you know, we didn't know what we was gonna do. So I go out there and help Will do these berms. I didn't even know what the hell he's talking about, but I go out there and start helping him and carrying these cross ties, which sucked.
He's like, there's got to be a better way.
Oh, man,
There's got to be a better way. And hey, there was a better way.
There was a better way. Yeah.
And, like my battle buddy was like 6'4".
Yeah.
It was unfair. Like the cross ties I was carrying.
He was carrying cross ties with Opie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, it was way unlevel.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Opie'd carry like one on his,
Oh, yeah.
come on, you're too slow.
Yeah. And it wasn't too long after that. We was carrying cross ties for a while, and we were like, me and Will got together. We're like, hey, there has to be a different way. Then we came up with this foam berm deal with the cargo tarps.
And you came back and made it.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I got back in the truck, came back to Arkansas. I was like, hell with that shit.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
We should have, if we'd have patented it, none of us had been here. We'd all already been retired because as soon as they hit up there, everybody knocked it off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody knocked it off.
It was a good idea.
It was a really good idea.
Yeah, we went up to the place that used to make y'all's boat seats in like Mountain View or somewhere up there.
Yeah.
And did the prototypes.
Yeah, they did the prototypes. They built some prototypes. We brought the Will, and he ran them over the truck. And you know, Will thought we had something decent, you know. So we went, you know, we took off with it. And
didn't they freeze or something?
Yeah, I don't think it was completely worked out. All the bugs were worked out, but the general idea of the foam berm
was a great idea.
Well, at first they would hold water.
Yeah.
They weren't freeze. Well, I guess they would freeze. But so then we started putting those mesh ends on them on the top and where they drain out.
Yeah, we started sucking them out.
Yeah,
you know?
and then you could like drive a truck over them if they were wet and it'd just shoot all the water out.
It was a very good idea, and I think we just didn't take advantage of the opportunity, you know. But
Well, it's like everything. You know what I mean? You wish you would have done
I think we
it.
were so excited about the stupid idea that we forgot the important stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what it did
Well,
make.
we probably didn't even know what we needed to do at the time.
Probably not. We're just making money.
Golly.
I tell you what that thing did make though was a hell of a slip and slide.
Yeah.
We had
used
a
it
major slip and
We
slide.
used it for years.
Yeah, we
Slip
still
and
got
slide.
them. We still got them.
We still got some.
Baddest ass slip and slide there ever was.
Oh, yeah.
We built like a 125-foot one that they used at church every year for their little
Oh, yeah. You
stuff.
could fit so many kids on that thing. It's so funny.
I guarantee it.
Yeah,
Still using those same foam berms for the pool.
I guarantee it.
that's crazy.
So after that went through, everybody knocked it off. Boom, you're done with the oil field business. You're getting back into the, to the boat business.
Yeah, I get a phone call. You know, get back in the boat business. I ended up building edge boats.
That's right. So you're still there in the oil field business. What happened past that point?
I guess what he's asking is like, what brought you back to the boat business?
What got you out of the oil field business?
We sold out.
Yeah, sold out.
Will couldn't work. Will can't work for anyone else.
No.
We had partners.
I had sold a majority of the company to some guys, and you know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
with
Just
partners.
doesn't
It
work.
Just didn't work long term, and we joke around because it was kind of funny. You know, I'd come down. Well, I worked there for 3 years after I sold, and then I had to sign a new contract. You know, and it wasn't going very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually
And
knows
I-
a little bit about that too, don't you, babe? Partners don't work good.
And no, they don't.
Usually.
And I just bought a new truck. Just found out Brooke was pregnant
Yay.
with Tiller,
River. No tiller.
and then went to the meeting to had to re-sign my contract, and really wasn't sure
Yeah.
what I was going to do. And I had just bought those 19 boats from you down because, you know, even when we were in the oil field and bell bonding and all that, we were still kind of peddling boats.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll come down and pick up a boat for Jonathan McNespy.
Oh, yeah.
And we bought them 19 boats off of you.
Yeah.
And I took like 2 weeks off, and I was like, man, I can sell these things.
Yeah. That's right.
This is fun.
It's like an eye opener, huh?
Yeah. I went to that meeting, and I was like, you know what? They trying to change some stuff up, and I was like, nah.
Not for you.
No,
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Walked away, left a pretty good chunk of money on the table.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that, you know? I mean, I've been there before.
I needed to be home. I'd spent my time away.
Yeah.
It was time for me to be home.
Absolutely. You know, be with
I can see
family.
that.
That's what's important.
But just
So
started
you
slinging them.
so you get in the boat business. By then, let's see what happens. I was building the edge
At that time,
boats.
building edge boats and litter rock, and you
That
started.
was kind of the beginning of the performance duck boat.
Oh, it was definitely the beginning.
Oh, there's
Because
no
it
doubt.
was, especially when you're in at Excel, especially in Clinton, before you were even in Mountain View, it was like, Tim, need to build a smaller boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
They don't run right. No,
No.
no. And then he kind of started building some small boats, and then it really took off when he went to Edge.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I definitely took off and went to the edge, and then we did that for a while. Then just like your situation, we wasn't happy either.
Yeah.
We wanted something different, right?
Yeah.
Ashley, and so
Tim can't work for others either.
Throughout,
That's their twin. Their twin vibe.
It's
Yeah.
part of
they
our
do. I mean,
telepathic connection.
every person has two big toes. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
it's
And they don't work well with others.
it's definitely hard to work. It's definitely hard for me to work. If I ain't the boss, it's not going to be good.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you girls. I mean, was it a struggle for just being like that though? Just starting something new, jumping off and restarting.
Oh, I'm used to it.
Was it stressful?
I got that.
Yeah. I feel like anytime you own your own business, it's just a constant like will of change almost. And we knew it wasn't working. I knew Will couldn't work with other people. It didn't work. And Will and Tim had always worked so well together. Like they'd always had each other's back through. And I knew they were similar to us. Like it was never just like the easy road.
Yeah.
They had a lot of the same struggles that Will and I had over the years.
Oh yeah.
And I just think, you just kind of go with it.
Those struggles.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah, but it also takes some strong ass women though to tolerate somebody like Will and somebody like
literally-
Will
us.
and y'all didn't get like that overnight, though.
I
No.
literally
Y'all been like this
no,
forever.
only know two
Forever.
people that work with their spouses and make it work.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's right. That's true.
There's two, and that's all that I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
I'm
I
looking at
couldn't
both
do
of
it.
them.
If something happened to Brooke, I wouldn't know who to pay, how much, what I owe.
Well, I'm the same way.
Oh, I know.
I tell everybody, Ashley was there supporting me the whole time, all my stupid ideas or all my failures, whenever she was there.
Yeah,
So-
when you'd have a stupid idea and walk off, and she'd walk over to the guys and be like, "Hey, don't do that. Do it like this."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Let's cut back here.
So it goes. It's a lot for the women, to put up with this over the years. And I mean, what do you think, Ashley?
No, yeah.
I mean,
It was a struggle.
it was a
Some ups
struggle.
and downs.
And the whole time it isn't like it's a pleasant experience either. You fight hard back and
Oh,
forth the
man.
whole time.
And,
But it's the bond of it.
the one thing about this show is that we're trying to explain that, the American dream, and like you guys are living the American dream too.
Yeah.
And it's just it's about a family struggling in America, making money and trying to achieve their goals, hopefully before they get old and retire, right? So, a lot of people lose track of the American dream of what actually can be done in America if you work hard. And it takes a lot of good people to do that. It takes a lot of good friends. Like, Will Fagan is definitely my 3 a.m. friend. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Talking about the guy that'll get the shovel and come on.
yeah. Every time I see that on TikTok, I say, okay, Will Fagan is definitely number one.
Yeah. No questions asked.
Yeah. So, you got to ask yourself, who's your 3 a.m. friend? So I definitely got one for sure.
Oh, you realize who your friends are when you go through the hard stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's
we've
right.
realized that. Y'all have always,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's just
done
a
that for us. We try to do
constant
that for
circle,
y'all. Yeah. I mean,
It's
you
a
have to do
constant
that.
Circle.
Yeah. It takes everybody to make a good living.
It
takes
does.
everybody-
And speaking of you two, I mean, it's like everything rolls in pairs.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Let's talk about the
Hey.
fire. Let's talk about the fire.
so
That's the perfect example, though.
No, it doesn't matter.
Tim
I
and
mean,
Ashley
if-
show up, drive, I don't know, 2 hours at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And show up like, what can we do?
Well,
You know?
man, we had to. As soon as we knew the fire was there, right, we got to go. I think, but that's just something.
It wasn't.
You know,
it was
it's-
just like same thing with the tornado.
Yeah, no.
You know.
It's just crazy, It's just like, whatever happens to you happens to me.
Oh, it's
or vice versa.
nuts.
Yeah, I know.
It's-
It is
really is-
absolutely
it
crazy.
really
It's
is crazy.
He told me one day, or I think he told Brooke, he said, if you get sick or if you die, I'm definitely upping my life insurance.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, probably a good idea.
And I did. I actually did that. So, it's really weird how that works.
Oh, y'all are twins.
Absolutely. It's like one thing happens over here, next thing you know, next week it happens over here.
Yeah, if it
yeah.
happens,
I mean-
if it happens to me, I'm calling Will Fagan, giving him a warning.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, there's been a lot of those warning calls.
Oh, yeah. They did on it.
And you can't tread lightly on it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, it's serious.
No.
This just
Like, dude,
happened
I
to me.
just got hit with the extra whatever tax bill. You better be looking out.
Here it
And
comes.
then a week later, I hate you, man. It's your
Yeah.
fault. I got another X amount of taxes.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no,
It's
it's
just
crazy.
back and forth. It's nuts. Just like the fire. My place catches fire. What, 2 months later, y'all's place catches fire?
I know it's
And you were,
horrible.
you're the first one there. You brought food, drinks, snacks. You brought your Bobcat. Helped us clean the building out whenever all that went down. And man, it took everybody to get the thing back up and running.
It did. And, we got up, finally when insurance said, hey, let's pay, we got it up and running in 10 days. But it took a lot of hard work to get it up and running. And same thing with
Record
Will's.
time.
Yeah.
That was record
I
time.
mean, Will, he getting back on his feet. He's building his new store.
Yeah.
We got a picture of his new store.
Yeah. Pull it up. Pull up his website too. If you look at the store.
We talk about his store. I mean, Ricochet is killing it in Conway, guys. I mean, it's awesome. They're growing and they're building.
That's the inside right there.
Yeah. I really love the rock. What do you think, Brooke? You like
Brooke,
the
how do
rock?
you like to rock?
I like the rock on the front of the building.
You don't like the rock inside the building? I kind of
No,
like that.
I mean,
Everybody loves The Rock except
I
you.
think
I
with
think
the-
you really like it. You just won't admit it.
I don't
Because
like
it was
it.
my idea.
I don't like it.
I think with the fact that there's a that it's a safe right there, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like
every
a-
king needs a castle. Where's he gonna lock
Exactly.
up? Where's he gonna lock up his valuables?
I think that's what I don't like. It looks
A
like a
rock
baby
wall.
castle.
Oh, it's
Like,
Doesn't look like a baby castle. It looks
baby
like
castle.
a man castle.
it's not even the full size of the wall. It's just like a little square.
It's the size of the vault.
This is
don't-
what it's
I don't
like
like
every
it.
day.
yeah,
I'm just telling you. I mean, if you like it, good. You asked me, and I said I don't really like it.
But you have a big nice office. I seen your office.
I
does
have
got
a
the
tiny
big one.
office.
Compared to what?
What? That office is
It's
not
the
big.
biggest room in that building.
No, because I always have the kids
Well,
with me.
she does. It's like, kind of like has to serve as a school too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Which I get that. I get
Yeah.
that.
But Will does have his own office, and so we don't have to share, which basically means my office is 4 times the size
That it was.
because I don't have to share with Will.
No, that's good.
Yes.
You like sharing a desk with me.
I do not
I
like
know.
sharing this with you.
So
I can see that.
Obviously, Ashley.
But I have won a major battle.
Yeah.
You want to know what that is?
What's that?
I no longer get in trouble for spitting in the trash can.
Really?
I just don't complain. I mean, what's the point? He's just going to keep doing it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It is not.
It is. And I always have to dump the trash out. And then it's all like coming
Well,
out.
don't throw so much trash away.
It's not the trash, it's the dip.
So you learned to tolerate it over the years.
There's no point.
You like broke her. You broke
know,
her.
hey,
like a
it's
horse.
called giving up.
There is smart women in this world. Obviously, you're one of them. You're just smart.
It's just give up.
Yeah. So Will got this website right here, and we were talking about this website before.
You just showed a video of the baddest boat that ever hit the water.
Will, I mean, you got a really nice website, man.
You do. I really do like your website.
Yeah,
It's
I
set
like
up
that.
great.
You got old B Scott on there. You got Bryan Jessen on there. Let's talk about some of these pictures right here.
I like the brag board.
That's definitely a Havoc logo
I
there.
just got to figure out, like, people send me pictures and I don't.
With Bryan
I know.
Jessen, no famous
Crazy
Bryan
Bryan.
Jessen.
Put them on there.
Yeah. You do your own website, or you got somebody doing it
No,
for you?
I got somebody doing it. You
Okay.
talking about? I ain't hardly smart enough to send a text message.
I get you. So let's talk about this boat right here. I want to talk about this boat.
That's my favorite.
That's
boat
that's
of all
one of the
time.
best. Well, that boat right there was called the Reed's Rocket. And you want to talk about it a little bit? Explain why we built that boat, what it was for.
Reed's Rocket is a autism awareness boat, and we did it for Reed, our middle son, who's autistic, and of course puzzle pieces and all that. And it was a pretty cool deal. We kind of came up with that idea, and y'all donated the boat, raw hull. Mark Berline at Easy Track donated the trailer.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He
Good
is,
guy.
absolutely.
Cody Trosper painted it and did all the artwork and all that on it. It was pretty cool. And then Cuz built a killer motor for it.
Man, that thing ran.
Yeah.
That boat ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would run.
It would.
Yeah.
And, you know, had to get your jockey in there and get Bryan.
Oh,
And
Bryan,
once
yeah.
Bryan figured out about it, and then he
Yeah.
kind of met Reed down there one day,
Yeah.
and it was like, I'm free. It didn't
Yeah,
matter.
Bryan, yeah,
He's
Bryan.
going to win.
Yeah, Bryan.
He's,
No
he's a very
matter what.
committed
He was
guy.
all in.
Yeah, all in at that point.
You got a picture of Bryan
if he
Jessen
had to
Reed?
swim, he was going to win that.
Yeah.
race.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's old Bryan Jessen right there. He's a legend.
He is. You know, and he puts in the work too.
Dude.
When it comes to those races, those whole runner
There's
races,
Reed.
Yeah, there's Reed.
Yeah, there's
He's
a little
so
man
cute.
right there. He's excited, isn't he?
he's a little bitty right there. And
he's checking it
Yeah.
out.
That was, I guess, like 2018, I think.
Yeah, 18.
But the
19.
community also helped. Like on the first picture of the
Oh,
boat, you
yeah.
can see there's puzzle pieces, and on each puzzle piece is like a logo of a business or a person that donated money to go towards it. So it was also the
Yeah, it was a
community.
fundraiser.
Yeah, it
We-
was a whole.
it was a
Yeah.
good deal.
They took the boat,
good.
after it was all said and done, they took the boat to
Community connections.
Community Connections, and they auctioned it off at their yearly fundraiser.
Yeah.
And it brought a pretty good chunk of money for them. And then we ended up, you know, the guy that bought it obviously didn't want it red and blue, and so we ended up having to paint it. But
Sandblast it.
yeah,
Oh, my God.
So he ended up coming back in to put some work into
Reed
it.
thought it was
yeah.
the coolest thing ever. He still talks about it. He still has, there was like a yellow piece on the boat, and he still has that like hanging up in his room. And like Bryan Jessen is his like, he thinks he is the coolest.
Cool.
You
I
know,
bet.
yeah, it's like his Ricky Bobby.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He is kind of like a
He is
Arkansas
like-
oh,
Ricky
yeah.
Bobby.
he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Y'all had a duck call too, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, we still
those.
sell the duck
Yeah.
calls.
Yeah. Y'all need to check those
the blue
duck
duck.
calls
Reed
out.
gets
Those are-
$5 for every duck call, so he'll ask all the time. So, you selling me my duck calls today? And I'm like, we don't sell as many at the new store just because you know we don't have as much space.
That's cool, though.
That is
but-
cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
it was his design too. He's the one that come up with it. 'Cause
Really?
He'd draw that blue duck. He drew me a blue duck
Well,
off of
Billy Madison. I let the kids watch Billy Madison. You know, you don't realize when you watch something like growing up and then you watch it with your kids, you're like, this probably isn't the best idea.
Yeah.
But thankfully, he didn't. He liked the blue duck, like Miss Lippy drew a blue duck, whatever. So he did Reed's blue duck, and so that's how it all kind of
I'll be
came
damned.
into.
That's pretty
'cause
cool.
He loves Billy Madison.
I'll be there.
Sweet. That was an awesome boat. You know, there's a picture that's hanging up here in the office, and I believe Scott's in it, and
Oh,
he's
yeah?
floating the nose in it. I mean, it's aired out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a slick picture,
There's
man.
old Bryan Jessen again. Oh, there's Mr. Will Fagan right there. Oh, Drake.
Talking about Drake, looks identical.
Mini.
Oh, my
That's
God.
a mini Will Fagan right
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Where's that picture of Drake? Oh,
Look at that guy.
golly, that was fat.
I want to talk about that for a second. You know, I think it's very important to point out here that you know how good these women are. I'll be 100% honest with you. That fish actually got caught by mom, but she
my fish.
is one of them women
Let
with
him take the credit.
Integrity is going to put her man up, you know, on the pedestal and let him take a picture with the fish.
Hey, Facebook's for real.
I mean,
I mean, they don't know.
and what's funny is I got a picture with it too, and I still show people.
I do too. I
didn't catch it.
don't tell everybody my wife caught it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do sometimes if I like them, but you know. Bryan Jessen, the whole run race.
That was when he won it with a 4-stroke.
Yeah, he won the whole run race. With Reed's boat. Then he also won it with the 4-stroke.
Yeah.
And the 4-stroke one, that was a big deal too.
Mm-hmm.
That really proved a lot.
But the Reed's rocket won the whole run race.
Yeah.
We forgot to tell everybody that Bryan actually won that
Yeah, he
race.
did
Well,
win it.
not
with
only
that boat.
not only did he win it, he flipped it in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
And some people stopped and helped him.
Yeah, he ran up on the sandbar. He ran up on the
He
sandbar.
flipped it on the sandbar,
Yeah.
broke his arm or fractured it or something, drags it back into the water.
Gets back in the boat.
Yeah, gets back in the boat and goes on to win. Like I said, there was nothing going to stop him from winning that race.
Bryan Jessen never.
Nothing.
He was in it to win it for sure.
Once Bryan makes his mind up on something, he's gonna win it. It don't matter what. I mean,
That was a good video, though.
It was a good video.
it was a good video.
Yeah.
it was a good.
I
video.
mean, it was good for the for the boat, and then it was also cool showing all the other guys that were racing.
Yeah.
You know, he waved them in, they stopped and helped him, and then I think it was it Robbie Dumas that he stopped to help, had blown up his motor maybe, and and then
I think so. Yeah,
He
he's
said,
like,
"Go
man,
on."
yeah, go on. And Brian's like, I won't, I'll stay with you.
Oh yeah,
He said, go on, and he's like, okay, it's on you.
yeah. Take them all. Like, what's
He didn't have to think about it very long.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He's a
Brian's-
good person.
He
He's
is.
good people.
He's really good. He's a really good guy.
He's got a good heart, and he's he got a lot of passion.
Yeah. So all the stories with Will Fagan, you know, me and Will Fagan go way back, right? Even when you was a little boy.
Oh yeah.
So
A little baseball player. I remember him showing up in his little baseball get-ups. Always had a tournament.
oh yeah.
Every
Busted
week.
up
Oh,
lips.
Every
Yeah.
weekend.
Do you remember one time? I don't know if it's I think it might have been the first time B. Scott met Brooke. He's like, "How did Will get her?"
Yeah, I remember that.
talking about,
I still
Brian?
believe that.
Will
I still believe that.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
Man, what y'all talking about?
I think
it don't
He
take a
was
very
little.
old person to realize that
I
Will
think-
definitely married up.
well, B. Scott had a crush on Brooke since he was 7.
He was. I didn't know that. That's so funny.
He's like, "How did he get her?"
I mean,
It was very
Oh,
mind-blowing.
they've been
He was fascinated
They've
with
been hounding me about that
I
forever.
didn't know that. You
Absolutely.
didn't tell me that.
You didn't
Will.
know that?
No.
Brandon was
Why wouldn't he-
fascinated.
Why
about
wouldn't he?
you.
Why wouldn't he tell you
I've
that?
always talked about how he said I'm married up. But
He definitely
I'm
married up.
always-
I still stand by that.
Since he was like 7 years old. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Brandon always was fascinated with Brooke. He's
He's
like,
like, "I don't comprehend.
I don't know
what
how.
Well,
happened there."
How
I'm just
Will-
that
I
cool.
don't, man. I don't
Yes,
see how it
it's
happened.
Pretty cool.
I'm just
Yeah.
that cool.
I mean,
I just don't know how he married Brooke.
Whatever.
There's
Will-
only one person in the world that can put up with me.
That is
Yeah,
true.
That's true. Well, you know, I feel
and
like,
it goes about both ways.
I don't, yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
it goes both ways.
It goes
It
both
might go both
ways.
ways.
It does. It does. It's funny how like y'all two are perfect together. You know, work together, y'all fight together, whatever. Common sense, down to earth. You know, it takes that kind of relationship to make it. You know, especially working together.
Yeah.
You know,
One of the
that's-
dudes that works with us yesterday, he was like, "I don't know how you and Will are still married. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all fight all the time." I said, "We don't really fight. We just like, if you get mad at each other, like, you're dumb. Like, what am I supposed to say? If you don't say it, then it just festers, and then you're just like,
well, a lot of people
and in
get,
the moment, I just have to say it and get it out.
a lot of people get
go on.
confused that you're also, you know, you're married, but you're also business partners.
Right.
So, you know, you're looking at it both ways, right?
We used to get into it.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen your mama
Yeah.
stand up flat-footed.
Violent.
Us, yo, diddy.
yeah.
I've seen throwing stuff,
But
hammers,
it stayed at work.
parts.
That was the difference. It stayed
Yeah.
at work.
It stayed at work sometimes. You know, you lay in bed, you know, you should be doing something else, but instead you're talking about boat designs, it does get old.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, let's talk about something else. Let's do something else, you know? But, you know, over the years, you just learn to tolerate each other. I mean, you just learn dealing with each other because you're making money together. You don't really have a choice, right?
Well, I mean, you're in it together.
Really
You're in
wouldn't
war
know-
together.
Wouldn't know how to do it any other way.
That's right. I mean, that's right.
Yeah. Whenever Will did work with other people, then I still had to hear about it, and I still had to give like it was more energy. And then I couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I meant?
I think
Like,
yeah, I
but
know what
if
you mean.
I'm in the circle, at least I can fix what he's doing
Yeah.
instead of just having to listen to it and have
Yep.
not be able to do anything.
I think a lot of,
When I'm in my worst,
Yeah.
she'll pull me up, you know. And
well, that's
well, and your
and
family
tell
too
me
at the end
not
of the
to.
day, so you can't walk away from it.
Well,
you
both
know?
of
tell me
y'all-
to quit being stupid. That's
Yeah.
the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. That's dumb. That's whatever.
And you're going to
Can I
listen to
say
it.
that? Huh? Is that okay?
That's okay.
It's fine.
all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's the way it works, though. You know, like you need each other
Yeah.
to build off of each other
Mhm.
to push it forward. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I think it's important too for your kids, like you've seen it. So as like, and my boys have seen it, what it takes and how you're a family and you have to move forward and do what you're
well, you're
supposed to do.
teaching your kids. You're teaching your kids morals. You're
Yeah.
teaching your kids
And
how
so
to
you've learned
deal
it,
with problems.
from your
I mean,
parents. You've
it's
seen
really
it your
good
whole
stuff.
life.
It's good stuff.
Absolutely.
It's good. It's definitely good stuff. I mean, you're teaching your kids to deal with problems. They're seeing y'all struggle, you know, and that's like B Scott. He watched us struggle, right?
Mhm.
I mean, we got our shit repoed once, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
But they also see
we've
the
been there.
other side of it and
That's
what
right.
comes from the struggle.
That's
There's
right.
two sides. You see the
There
good
is.
that comes out of it. So, yes, it was hard, but this is where we are
It's the
and it's
hard-
worth it.
it's
And
hard-
the
it's the hard
good by
work.
far
Yeah.
outweighs the bad.
It does.
It does.
It's the
And
hard
it can
work.
be hard to get, like, right, but literally the day before our store burnt, I was talking to Will and I was like, I remember where I was driving. And I was like, it's just good to be like, everything's cool.
Finally, things are calming
Everything's
down.
like boom.
Oh, that's
and then
what
the next day, I'm
that's where
like,
it
what is
happens.
happening?
Everything's just been
She jinxed it.
smooth.
Yeah, I did jinx it.
She jinxed
But
it straight
now,
up.
So,
even though our store's not done,
What
like I
she's
can
saying
see,
is really, it's her fault the paint booth room burned.
Oh yeah.
Because she jinxed it,
Now
and then
we
it
can-
happened to me, and so then it happened to you.
That's right.
So she's the head of the snake.
I'm sorry.
I remember. I remember telling Ashley it burned down, and she's like, "Oh my God, here we go again."
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
just like it's gut wrenching.
And everybody here even knows this.
It's
if
another
something
day.
happens over there with y'all,
Yeah.
everybody here is like, oh no.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so happy.
Do we come to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, let's
But,
talk about-
hey, it works both ways though, because be like, hey, dude,
Heads up.
I just smoked a monster.
Yeah.
He'll be like, sweet, I'm gonna get one tomorrow.
I'm going hunting every day. I'm going hunting every day now.
That's right. Well, let's talk about hunting.
Yeah.
Someone. Let's talk about the deer that you killed.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Me and you killed. You killed the deer.
I don't remember how old I
He was
was.
like-
He was in that.
We were hunting with
maybe.
Will.
Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe
we were in
8.
Clinton.
Yeah, we Clinton hunting with Will Fagan. Right?
Y'all
Yep.
killed the doe the first morning,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
And
then
then
the next day
We
killed
climb
the
up.
monster buck.
You
So what
dropped
happened?
us off, right? And we're climbing up the stand, and I get up there, and I get the gun, and I look at I'm like, hey, there's already deer out there. And y'all are still out there, like, because you were dropping us off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's deer out there already. And Dad gets in the stand, he's like, I'm like, man, this deer's got one antler. And Dad's like,
He
no.
did not say that it had one.
No,
antler.
I didn't see it. I just seen this. I think it was the left side.
And
I don't know.
it was after I shot it that I said it had one antler. And Dad's like, no, it don't have one antler. Well, we get down there, and we're blood trailing this deer because I made a horrible
Well,
shot.
Yeah, I get over there.
Where'd I shoot it?
and
Like in the-
Tim's eyes are like this big, and I'm like, where'd he get it? And he's like, he shot it in the ass.
Horrible shot.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Gator trailed that deer.
Was that Gator?
Yeah.
Dude, for so long, I didn't think we were ever going to get
I
there.
didn't either.
I mean, it's a miracle we found that deer,
So you finally found the deer,
and it's got one antler.
right?
And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like I'm still pumped. Still the biggest thing I've ever killed.
Yeah, it was your first buck.
It's my first buck, so I'm still pumped up about my unicorn buck, And it was
It's a pretty good.
It was a good little
It was a good little 8.
it's mounted on the wall.
I mean, it was
and,
bad.
and this brings us to the end of this, towards the end of this story, which where it gets bad.
Yeah,
because I lied to everybody.
He didn't know the truth
So
forever.
we're there
Until
and-
like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
yeah, no, my whole life I didn't know the truth.
he was a grown man.
Yeah.
So we get home, right? And it's been a week, 2 weeks, and Dad's like, hey, I got some good news. Will Fagan found your buck's other antler,
broke it off on a tree.
and he's mailing it to us so we can get it mounted with him. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, awesome. Well, time goes by, we get the mount back, and they look right.
15
Yeah.
years.
They look right. So
15
my
years
whole
later,
life,
15 years later,
so my whole life,
it's on the wall. 15 years later.
yeah.
or
So
whatever.
my whole life, everybody that comes to the house, I tell them the exact same story about that buck. I'm like, you're not gonna believe how we found the other antler. Will Fagan actually found it, shipped it to us, and we got it put on there after the fact.
And it was actually what?
Taxidermist rebuilt it.
I
No.
went to my brother's house, found one of his sheds or a loose antler that somewhat matched,
Yeah.
took it up to the taxidermist, and he mounted
But
it
I
on
went
That's
till
awesome.
about 19 years old, telling the same story.
From 8
Yeah, we
to 19.
yeah, we finally
there.
told him the
So we
truth.
made him a liar
Yeah.
for like
For 11
Long
years.
time.
There's a lot of people that I've lied to that
And
didn't even know it.
You should see his face the night we told him the truth. He was like,
He was devastated. Yeah, but he was.
It's like finding out
devastated
you're
that he was-
adopted.
I mean,
It was that kind of reaction.
You've been
He's like,
living a lie your whole
he's
life.
like,
Well,
he's
you
like,
know you're not adopted.
he's like,
No.
He's like, did Will Fagan know this? I said, yeah. Did Brooke know this? I think so.
and then they say they got it from Michael. I'm like, does Michael know this?
Yeah, we all,
Everybody, you've
we
been
all
living in the
told this-
dark.
We all kept it.
I told this story to people that knew about it. Oh, that's how messed up this was. Like,
it was a lie forever.
and nobody slipped up. Never gave any indication that
Well,
story was wrong.
You were devastated that it only had one horn.
No, it
mounted.
wasn't. The first deer he killed wasn't a doe.
It was a
It
spike.
was a spike.
That's right.
And-
Because you got the knife made out of the
yeah,
spike.
and you left the the antlers, when you cut them off, you left them with the house, and I've had them forever.
And then here recently,
You made those knives for you and Briggs.
you made those knives.
I forgot about that.
Super
Yeah.
awesome. I'll have to bring them in here and take some nice pictures of them. He made these knives for me and Briggs. One's a little bit smaller than the other, and those are made somewhere.
Yeah, a guy in Mayflower built the knives and used those horns.
Super nice knives. Has the antlers, the antler in it from the first deer I killed. So it's super sweet gift. I mean, it was awesome, and I couldn't believe whenever he pulled those out. I was like, holy crap, that's probably the coolest thing anybody's ever gotten me.
It's so funny.
But yeah, I lied for so many years.
The whole thing is hilarious.
I was devastated. It's like,
I would not change anything about it though.
No,
because
it's
that's
definitely
never happened.
No,
no, it was a complete made up story that I went along with and told forever.
I tell everybody still today, that story, and it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny. You're so gullible.
I remember when you told
Dude,
me
I
that
was
you finally
8.
fessed up to him. I was
Yeah.
like,
I was 8. You know what I mean?
Finally told the truth.
I wasn't expecting everybody to lie to me. 8 years old.
We were protecting your little tender heart.
yeah.
We wanted to make you happy.
I mean,
That's what.
Good news is that you really did kill the deer.
You did kill the deer.
I don't know how, but you did.
Did shoot in their ass.
I shot it right on the inside of one of the back legs.
Yeah, and it
had
bled. It bled really good, didn't
Had to have hit an artery or
Well,
something.
it bled for a while and then it just quit. We ended up just kind of following the dog.
it? Shot the penis.
Well, it's right there, right next
It's
to
right
right there
next
next
to
to the nuts.
Yeah, it was a bad shot, guys. Bad shot.
I guess I must have just pulled or
He
something.
had the shakes. He had the shakes.
Dude, is a big buck, big old buck. I ain't never seen a buck like that.
Little
You know,
That's Greg A point
I
one
had
side.
I had big buck fever. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what big buck fever is like.
Oh, I get the.
Don't act like you haven't
I get-
shot the food plot before. Okay.
That's because I had a pound and a half trigger, man. You gotta buck boom. Oh shit! Shot the ground.
And I think it's also good. We talk about gun control. If you're not ready for a light trigger, you might not ought to use one.
I struggled all last year with a light trigger.
You want to tell a story about?
No, that's not.
You want to tell that one?
No.
Sitting in the stand?
No.
Dude, I think we got to.
What?
Use it as an example of like gun safety.
That's kind of bad.
I mean, it's a
example.
bad example because you.
It's a good example of gun safety, but it's bad. I
Bad.
can't believe I did it. I accidentally pulled the trigger and I was sitting in the deer stand. It's horrible.
I've
So-
done that.
My gun did. The bullet,
done that.
It was at least facing
the
outside.
bullet did go out the window, but I'm like, holy shit, did that just go
This
off?
is what happened. So we're actually hunting together on this where we can see a long way so we can shoot really far. That's what we're trying to do, shoot really far. And I'm sitting like this and he's sitting kind of behind me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm just sitting here looking out my lane and I hear boom. And I'm like, I jump and I'm like, damn, dude, that was close.
That was
Who
really
was that?
close. I just shot out the window.
I'm like, and he didn't say nothing at first. He's kind of just like looked at me like something happened. I'm like, was that you? And he's like,
yeah, it was me. I touched my trigger.
I was barely just rubbing the trigger.
I was just rubbing it, and it goes off. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Be
be careful with the triggers. Make sure your gun's always on safety.
What was it? A pound and a half trigger? Or no, it was lighter.
It is
than
8
that.
ounce.
8 ounces. Yeah.
What in the why? 8 ounces?
I will say though, if you are
Talk about triggers. Mr. Will Fagan sells guns.
I
absolutely
do sell guns.
Lots of guns.
lots of
you.
different guns.
Yeah.
Man, we need that picture of Will where he's holding that pistol. You have that picture.
the 44 mag or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, send him you'll have to send him the picture of River with it, with his tiny self with that
No.
giant gun.
Who's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
I don't know how
So
to do that.
so Ricochet sells guns, sells boats, he sells
hunting
everything.
gear, feed. What I really think is cool that you picked up here recently, and I think it's probably doing pretty good for you because I'm seeing a lot more people using them, is Rambo bikes.
Dude,
Them are sweet.
you send him that video of me.
No.
No. Oh,
I
I should
tried-
have.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I was turning around expecting
I
it to
should
be up there.
have. My TikTok.
The Rambo
I tried.
bikes are awesome.
I
They're a
tried.
game changer.
I tried to get her to send me some
You know,
pictures.
the
I
thing
was
about
afraid of what would happen.
Wow.
I had a good
Smarter.
idea of someone's.
Smart.
The boys decided they wanted kittens, which was not a good idea. But I went ahead and got.
Matter of
them
fact, that
these
was the last
kittens.
time I tried to come down here when you had to come save me because of the
And-
stupid cat.
That we have gray kitty kitty and orange kitty kitty. And gray kitty kitty got in Will's motor, and I guess fell down at Sheridan into the fan and broke down.
Made a cat smoothie.
Then I'll
Yeah,
send
it
you a
was
picture.
bad.
The only good
Bad
thing that
deal.
happened
Broke 'em
that
down
day was
good.
that cat died.
We still have the orange one, but I have a
I take it
picture of
he's not a
Will
cat guy.
carrying the orange
No.
cat.
Oh,
I
really?
should have sent it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you take everything out
Don't-
of context. Like right after that, I flung it like a frisbee.
Oh, he
Don't-
was cuddling it and smiling.
Yeah.
Don't one of y'all's kids call that truck
I
White.
call it white kitty kitty.
White kitty kitty?
Kitty kitty.
That's funny.
Here's some Rambo bikes.
Took down
in
a
the store.
Ford.
Yeah, them things are a game changer.
Oh
really.
man, I'm seeing another one right here. Will Fagan hooked
Those are
us up with
nice.
some bikes last year, and we wore them out last year in Alabama.
I mean, for
Tennessee.
turkey hunting especially, being able to get in, because you're not really carrying a lot when you're turkey hunting.
Yeah, you sell a lot
may
of these
have
bikes,
a
don't you?
blind.
Quite a few.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
been
these
it's been a surprise.
I sent you another one, Daniel.
Yeah, the turkeys.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
see the turkeys on the back.
Once you hunt off one, you'll never not have one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, they're
I got a video.
So
of
nice.
stuff.
I
Oh
got
nice.
gosh, look at that.
Oh yeah, there it is right there. It's nice.
Now that one right there,
Golly.
that kid right there, the older two, not they may work at the store,
Yeah.
but that one, he'll be the mechanic.
Oh yeah.
That little joker right there.
Or the gun counter. He's like knows all
he-
about guns.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
what happened at school the other day? His teacher said something about Charlie the elf.
They read, his teacher messaged me. He was like, oh, I just love River. He's so funny. And anytime I read that, I'm like,
What'd he do?
because you never know what he's going to say. He doesn't have a filter at all.
Yeah.
And
Who's
he
get that
tries to-
from?
His mom.
probably me, but he tries to be funny. He gets that
Yeah,
part
yeah.
from Will, but he doesn't. Anyways, he's like, we were reading a story about the elf, and
Daniel seen
what was it? Something about the Christmas elf or whatever. And River said,
Charlie the elf. or
Charlie the
whatever.
elf. And River said he would blow his elf up with an AK. And I
No,
was
he
like,
didn't. He said I'd take him out with my AR-15.
Take him out with my AR-15.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
like,
talking
what
about.
What did you say
That's
to
what I'm
that? And I'm like,
Hey, is this the video you're talking about?
that's it.
Whatever. Y'all just keep hating.
Oh,
Look at that smile.
hey, I like the basket you get on that thing.
Dude, that is a nice
Hey, man,
basket.
I'm Mary
You some.
Poppins'
You don't
dog.
have any?
That is the Wizard of Oz witch right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she
Riding
put it
around.
on TikTok.
I had Drake help me because I don't know how to use it. I'm
Look
like,
at
hey,
this-
put the
Look at this little
music.
shit-eating granny he has there.
Dude, he has it. It's.
It's epic.
I mean, hey, Rambo bikes make you happy.
They
That's a
do.
fact.
There's something about it that they're fun.
Oh man, we
And you can
full
ride
of
it, and the
torque.
deer don't even pay attention to them.
No,
They don't pay. They hear four wheelers and stuff taking off down the road. They're gone.
You can roll up. You can ride up on.
You
a
can
deer.
ride right up to one bed, and it's just looking at you. Like, what is that?
It's
Yeah.
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I mean, these deer ain't ready.
No.
Turkey ain't ready. None of these animals are ready for the Rambo. That's a fact.
That Rambo bike is awesome, guys. If you guys don't have one, go check out Will Fagan. He can get you hooked up at Conway
Guns.
because they really changed our lives. Hey,
Ammo, anything.
hey, look at it.
See, they're teamwork
Yeah,
right there.
helping him.
Teamwork right there. What are you doing right there, baby?
Either holding your pants up or making sure you don't fall. One of the two.
Hey,
Hey.
you talking about a woman that always has your back right there. I think I'm strapping down the Rambo bikes. I think we just picked our bikes up from Will Fagan. And
You remind me of the old guy from the movie Up.
when I was
You know what I'm talking
probably in my
about?
30s, she wouldn't have to do that. I'm just getting older.
Sucks, don't it?
She's just securing
Does
her
Brooke do that
investment.
for you? Did Brooke hold your ass up
No,
like that?
not holding them up.
No,
Why?
she would.
Look
She,
at what she's trying to
she'd
hold
kick my
up.
other leg out from underneath.
Oh
me.
yeah.
No, if he wants to hold up, he can hold himself up.
Oh my gosh. That love right there, huh?
What a combo of pictures up there. I mean, where it stopped on Will's video, and then you got Dad up there. She might just be holding your pants up. She want to look at your butt crack.
Oh, maybe.
That's
I don't know.
probably facts right there.
Maybe. I don't know. So, Will, you kill a lot of deer too, huh?
Oh, I don't know about a lot of deer.
I mean, you got some good deer right here.
You do got some good deer. That's for sure.
Let's kill
a
some deer.
couple of decent ones.
What's that deer about, Will?
That was the deer I killed last year.
Yeah, that's a good deer.
Just old river deer.
Oh, river deer. I got one here for Drake got killing one too. So you guys
I tell you what.
kill deer and kill ducks.
Yeah,
Sell
I've been,
guns.
I remember duck hunting a long time ago when I was young. We used to always go to that slough right there.
Slough.
What would
Yeah.
y'all call it? What was the name of it? I don't
They
remember
just
the
called
name
it
of
the slough.
We
Is that what
call
it
it the
was?
slough or shit creek.
Shit
Yeah.
Creek. That's what it was. Shit Creek.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, you missed out on a lot of that stuff, but a lot of the early, like the Viper hole and some of that, we went out there and like tested them.
Really? That's where it was tested at?
Yeah.
Dang.
I wish he still had the video of Scott wrecking the first Viper hole. You remember when that happened?
Yeah,
Spun around and hit a tree.
it would do
Yeah.
like a 360.
Yeah, we were out there in that creek, and me and your dad were in one boat, and Scott was in the other, and somebody else. And
Yeah.
Scott said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go up here, and I'm gonna come around that corner. I'm gonna throw it into a power slide, and right here in front of y'all." And Tim's playing cameraman with like a Sony, I don't know, cassette or whatever you call it. And I'm like, dude, because they used to, they just go test run everything on Greer's because the plant was right there by Greer's.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this ain't Greer's. They stumps in here. You gonna hit a stump? Oh, it'd be all right. Okay. And he'd come around that corner through that thing in a power slide, and the boat jumped and like skipped. Hence why there's not a Viper hole now. And just spun all the way around and just bam, right into a huge cypress tree, motor first, knocked the motor off the boat. It was just hanging it was just clamped on.
Yeah.
And it was just hanging up there. Scott's laying up on the front deck. He's rolling around, holding his arm. And dude, me and your dad are dying laughing. Oh, it was hilarious.
That's funny. I remember when I was in high school testing a boat, Dad, he called me and said, "Hey, when you get out of baseball practice, come to the lake. I got a boat I want you to run." And I get there, and it's that destroyer gray, what was it, a bass assassin or something?
Yeah, I think so.
And what I didn't know was, they had told me, all right, don't turn it too sharp. The cables are a little tight. Don't turn it too sharp. Well, I mean, at that point, what the hell does that mean? What does that mean to me?
I think
Nothing.
You're still in high school.
Yeah, I was still in high school. Well, I get out there and they back me in. I'm backing up, and I put it in forward, and I turn to go out to the main lake, and I turn it, and it snaps, and the boat goes into full throttle.
And he jumps it. It jumps it off out of the water onto the bank, onto the boat.
I don't have my life jacket fastened. Like I'm in the.
He was trying to fasten his life vest. It was jumping.
Shit happened so fast.
I think I need to fasten. But
I'm walking my stuff up, but it all of a sudden just took off. And when it took off, I'm like trying to pull stuff.
At that moment,
nothing's happening.
I knew he was right for the boat business.
Nothing was happening. So I realized
we used to freaking tear those boats to
telling you.
pieces.
I'm telling you, over the years we've tested them out. Will's helped us a lot. And,
Yes.
That's
bring them back, and I left actually a present in one of them one year on accident.
You talking about dead ducks?
Yeah.
You're lucky she didn't kill you.
Fix it.
If I'd have been anywhere close when she found it, she probably would have.
Yeah.
Hell, Jim probably made it into jerky.
Probably.
Yeah. Jim Stencil is a really unique fella.
He is smart as can be, but he's definitely there's nobody like him.
But I can honestly say though, without Jim and people like Will and everybody, we wouldn't be who we are today.
Absolutely not.
So it takes a little bit of everybody, right?
I had to go to Fayetteville a couple weeks ago, and I looked, and I was pretty close to his store, so I stopped by to see him. The exact same dude now that he was then.
I'm super stoked.
And he's still got stuff out of the tornado
I
up in his
guarantee
place.
you.
Yeah,
Trying to sell it.
Yeah.
He is a master pack rat.
That sounds like Will, though, honestly.
No, Jim takes it to a whole new level. He's
I
got
cannot
containers
imagine it.
full
Yeah,
of stuff.
Jim's a good guy. He's a dealer up there in Rogers, Arkansas. Super good guy.
Super knowledgeable.
We're going to have this guy on our show next week, and I'm super stoked to see him in person again. It's been a while.
It's been so long. I hadn't seen him since probably I was 10.
Really? It's been that long?
It's been that long for me. Yeah.
Well, it'd be awesome.
He looks just like he did. The exact same.
How long did you work for Jim?
Let's see. After
Tornado was about 3 or 4 years at River Trail. Tornado hit, then he came and worked for us at Mountain View.
Yeah, we went broke. Then Jim took us in.
You had some help with that, though. It wasn't all self-inflicted.
No.
No, the first time we went broke, it was self-inflicted.
Yeah.
That was on us. But second time, it was definitely a partnership kind of deal.
So, do you know? I don't know if you remember. You remember at the day after the tornado, everybody's still cleaning up and stuff. I don't remember who it was, but they gave
A bunch of money.
Gave you a handful of cash.
Yeah, and I handed all the cash out to all the people.
And he didn't keep none of it. He gave it to all the people that worked there. Every bit of it.
Yeah.
And then I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody got mad that
it wasn't
he gave it away. It wasn't Jim.
It wasn't Jim. No, it wasn't Jim. But I donated all the money to all the workers, and the church came in and fed us every day. We donated a bunch of money to the church. And,
man, when stuff like that happens,
and
it'll really bring back
somebody got a little
your
upset.
sense of humanity.
Somebody got a little upset because I gave all the money away.
Yeah.
And
but it was the right thing to do.
Oh yeah,
it was.
Hey,
man, these people didn't have no job.
We don't.
No, they just lost. They lost a big part of their life too.
They went from working 40 hours a week to nothing.
We haven't got where we're at today for not being humble and grateful.
That's right.
So anything you ever remember, stay humble and grateful.
oh yeah. It comes back to you, good and bad.
What goes around comes around, and good people's going to always be there no matter what happens.
That's
so
right.
Will Fagan's when I need help, he was there, vice versa. So
Well, that's just how it is.
it's this way it works. You get in trouble, you go to your closest friends, and I guarantee it's the 3 a.m. friends that you go to first. Because the 5 a.m. friends or 6 a.m. friends, they won't answer the phone, nor do they care.
No, it's all about convenience for them.
It is.
They'll be there when they can, when they want to be. You know what I mean? Well, I think this wraps it up. We went over quite a bit, and there's a lot more that we can dig up. I'm
dude,
sure.
We could
Go on
probably
for days.
talk forever. With the girls here and me and Will, we could talk forever. I mean, unfortunately, we only got an hour to talk.
Yeah, you're looking at 2 peas in a pod, without hands down 2 peas in a pod.
It's been fun and many years to come.
Yeah, it ain't over.
No, it's not. It's long way over. I mean,
I hope we're done with fires and tornadoes, though.
jeez, golly.
Everybody knocking the
Fires,
table one time.
tornadoes.
Let's not pull a Brooke.
Hopefully we've gone
Any type
broke
of
for the
natural
last time.
disaster.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Ashley? Are you ready for it to be all over with? or-
Yeah.
Yeah. What,
Absolutely.
the bad stuff or what?
Yeah.
Are you
Sure.
starting?
I don't like.
Are you starting to like the boat business now?
No.
Okay.
It's a hate-love
I've been out of that.
relationship.
She's just
It's
here to keep
fun.
you in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She tells me it's a stupid idea, but I still do it though.
Yeah.
Hey, you're learning though. Y'all are working together and learning.
Oh yeah.
It's always something new.
Yeah.
New challenges come up every day.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Brooke and Will, thank you for coming. Glad y'all can
Thanks
make
for
it.
having us.
And make sure everybody likes, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, and check us out on YouTube or our race series. We're getting ready to gear up for a new race season, and it's going to be wild this year. A lot of things are changing, and we ended up being pretty quick, but I think it's going to be a different year this year.
And you guys watching the show, you're in Conway area, Little Rock area, go check out, Will Fagan and his
It's
family.
Tons of stuff.
I'm just glad
You got-
race season isn't like it used to be
got
when it was at the
guns.
old plant.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
your dad, he'd shut the whole freaking plant down. Everybody
it's
in
still
the
like
plant
that.
it's not as bad as it was.
It's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. We still
be
shut everything down.
463 boats on order and 19 people working on
Throwing
one
you
race
under the
boat.
bus.
We like to win, Will.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
You like to win too.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
You have to make sacrifices to win.
See, he
Yeah.
wouldn't have said that years ago when he was on the customer side.
Yeah.
He would be wanting his,
Yeah, that's right.
in on the fun. But now that he's a dealer, he wants his boats and he
That's
wants
right.
them now.
That's right. Gotta make that money. So, anyways, you guys in the area, Conway. Hey, go by there and check Ricochet Marine out. They got guns and bikes and all kinds of fun stuff. And
There's a lot to look
You got
at.
a few
Meet the-
boats.
meet the family. See the
Absolutely.
boats.
Thanks to y'all, we got a little bit more room for boats now.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right. Yeah. The
I bet
last
y'all are so
video.
excited.
The last video,
Dude.
we went out there with excavators and had a good time with some equipment and had fun.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of
That
people,
was
was.
much
a
appreciated.
lot of people say that was work, but I was having fun.
That was
Oh, yeah.
landscaping
Yeah.
day.
Oh, when I pulled up and you were
gosh.
on the big, I was like, oh.
I was going to get the biggest
I
excavator
know.
they had.
yeah.
I know it, but
Yeah.
Lord.
I wanted the biggest one.
Yeah, if we'd had a bulldozer.
Yeah, I don't think he got off of it all
Oh,
day.
he didn't.
No.
Hey, I was moving some dirt.
Yeah, moved a lot of dirt.
I was on
That
a
dirt stunk.
I was on a mission. It did
That
stink.
dirt.
It did stink. As soon as River got out of the car, he said, "What's that smell?" I said, "It's that dirt. I don't know what. It smells horrible." He was like, "I gotta go." I said,
Yeah.
"I know. It's bad."
I hear you.
Well, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks. See you.